Hey guys, welcome back. This is Otaku Gamer, and you're watching Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we started the game. Got a sword and shield, and we entered the first dungeon, the Great Deku Tree. So let's get started. There's nothing else on this bottom floor, so we want to go up to the top floor. You can do that by taking this ladder or the patch of ivy on the wall over there. See it underneath the heart? Well, I guess, never mind. The camera's kind of weird. Anyway, come over here, jump on this log, cut the grass, and refill our hearts. Ooh, and a rupee. These guys, I think they're called wall sculptulas, or possibly waltulas. I don't know. They just like to hang out on walls, and if you climb anywhere near them, they will attack you. We're gonna leave them alone for now. Navi. This isn't going to become a normal thing, is it? You interrupting our game? She was just telling us you can climb the wall patch. Whatever. Let's open this chest. It's the map! Fantastic! It's just going to tell you roughly how to use the map, but I'm going to do that myself. So, okay. So here we have the map. It's kind of well, not useless, but it's not as useful on its own. It will show you the different floors in the different rooms, and the blue rooms are the ones that you have already explored. And if you look next to the first floor icon, you can see a picture of Link's head. That just means that he's on the first floor. The map will be more useful when we get another item later in the dungeon, and I'll explain it more then. You can also see the room you're in the bottom right corner. See there? That's a little more useful than having to go into the start menu every time. Navi, we just talked about this. You're not going to be interrupting me every time, are you? Are you really telling me how to open a door? You really think I can't open a door on my own? I hate you, Navi. Alright, our first Deku shrub. Pretty easy to defeat. When you see one, you Z-target it, and you press R to hold out your shield, block the bullet. The bullet will hit him, and he'll run off. Then you just run up and catch him, and there you go. This guy is essentially just giving us a hint. Most of them will give you a hint or offer to sell you something. This guy's just telling us that you can forward roll out of a long drop and not take any damage. Pretty useful, I'd say, but also most people will do it by accident just because the way you do it is you hold forward on the control pad when you're falling. Anyway, we hop across here and we open another chest. It's a slingshot! Slingshot's actually really useful in the early game, and in the late game it's replaced by the bow, which is pretty much the same thing. Typical ranged weapon, you aim and fire. What else can I say? So let's equip that, and while we're at it, equip the Deku sticks that we forgot to equip before. I will never equip these unless I absolutely have to, and so far I've never had to. So we're good. Okay, so the slingshot's very simple. You press the button that it's set to, and you hold it to pull back the slingshot and arm it. You aim, and fire. That dropped the ladder so we can get out. So it's pretty simple. Before we leave, let's just climb up here real quick, see what's up here. Oh, a chest. And it's something we didn't need, because we're full on health. Come on, drop down. There you go. Ooh, rupees and ammo. Nice. Yep. That's our ammo. Anytime you get a new item in the game, you'll get that little item animation. There aren't too many unique items in the game, so it shouldn't be too annoying. It stops after you get the first one. Anyway, let's go back into the main hall. Now that we have the slingshot, We can kill these guys. You just Z-target them and fire. Really easy. This last guy, I've Z-targeted him before, but it's just easier just to aim. Quick note about aiming. Right, what you're seeing right now is a graphical glitch. You'll actually see yourself pulling back, but in this case it makes it easier because you aim right where the end of that little rope thing ends. And you fire. Simple enough. And so we're just gonna climb up. Did anyone else ever think that the climbing animation was particularly slow? Oh, maybe I've been playing too much Darksiders 2 lately, where he climbs just so fast. These guys, I believe, are called big Skulltulas, or possibly giant Skulltulas, I don't know. They'll hide in the ceiling, and when you get close, they'll drop down. Be patient, they'll turn around, and then you can hit their stomach, and 2 shots will kill them. Or 1 shot if it's a jump attack. I gotta be honest, they scared the crap out of me as a kid. I was scared of spiders, always have been, and these guys are essentially just huge, huge spiders. Anyway, I suppose I should be explaining this puzzle, but it's actually... I was about to say this puzzle is really simple, and then I just failed it. You press the switch, these platforms will raise, and you jump across. You only have a limited time, so be quick about it. And don't miss like I did the first time. Oh, that was close. I thought I was going to have to do it a 3rd time. Anyway, let's get our reward. And here we have the compass, the counterpart to the map. So let's take a look. With what the compass does is it shows stuff like treasure chests and bosses. So if you look there, that little brown square, that means there's a chest in that room. And since it's flashing blue, that just means that it's the room we're in. Nothing on the 2nd or 1st floor. Oh, there's something on the basement floor. And down here is the boss. The skull icon is the boss. One thing that the handheld versions did that I'm not sure that the console versions did was that if you had the compass and you entered a room that had a small key in it, it would make a little chime to let you know that there was a key in there. I don't think the console version does it, but, you know, what can you do? There aren't that many small keys in the console versions. Wait, I can't hit him from here, can I? Gotta make this guy drop. You alright there? Oh, okay. Anyone else ever think that the skull was its face? I always thought that. It was only like a couple years ago that I realized it actually has eyes and a face down at the bottom, and the skull is more like a turtle shell. Or a spider, I guess. Yeah. Oh, come on. Why can't I make these jumps today? I'm sorry, guys. I normally play better than this. I guess this is just the Let's Play curse. I've heard stories about it. Every Let's Player knows about it. You can do fantastically when you're not recording. You could be the best player in the world, but as soon as you turn on the camera, you instantly suck. I'm sure we'll see more of that later on in other recordings. This guy is our first gold Skulltula. They usually take 2 hits with the sword, and when they die, they drop this cool little skull icon. Now there are 100 gold Skulltulas in the game, but you really only need to find 50 to get all the rewards. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be collecting all 100. I will be. I will be getting every single one. But like I mentioned earlier, I don't have their locations memorized, so I'm probably going to have to backtrack quite a bit to find them. Now you'll see here the door is locked. There's a torch. Wonder if we do anything with that. The thing about Deku sticks is they're made of wood, which means they're flammable. And you can use them to light other torches, which typically solve puzzles. Thing to note, though, when you're using them to light stuff, when you're done, just stand still for a few seconds, and the option to put away the stick will appear. That's just so that it doesn't burn away, because if they stay lit for too long, they will be burnt and destroyed. There isn't too much need for Deku sticks anywhere in the game, so you'll probably be just fine even if it does get destroyed, but just a little warning. Alright, so this is actually everything we can do on the top floor. I told you this dungeon wasn't that big. So what we actually want to do is look down here. Oh, I wish this game had inverted controls. Anyway, that's a spider web. Okay. You know, this may seem crazy, this may seem kind of insane, but I'm gonna jump. Let's do that. That's not supposed to happen. Let's go back up top, shall we? Yeah, like I said, let's play curse. Oh, we're gonna have to kill these guys again too. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with the guy down there. I'm only gonna kill this last guy. That other guy's never going to get close enough to kill us. Alright, we're back up top. This time, I swear, we're not going to fail. And he's dead. Alright. So let's try this again. Okay, that worked much better. Ow! Ow, I hit something on the way down. That's not fair. It's not fair, game. What we hit was actually the second gold Skulltula. So we're gonna kill him. And go up and get his token. Alright, fantastic. Just drop down. Just a little note, that patch of ivy on the wall just lets you climb back up. There's not really any reason to use it. Step on this switch, and that lights a torch and burns the web. Which means we can open this chest now. Not that it has anything useful in it. This game hates me. Alright. This is obviously the third gold Skulltula. Now, I killed it with the slingshot, but you can also kill it with a well-placed jump attack. Or you can come back a little later in the game with another item. Now, that jump is actually a little bit difficult to make. You can't just run and jump off. One thing that this game doesn't really tell you is that, I mean, normally when you're running towards a ledge, you'll just automatically jump. But if you roll just a split second before you reach the edge, you'll actually go a little bit farther. And that's the only way, really, to reach that token before you get that item a little later in the game that I mentioned. Anyway, we burned that web, so let's just make sure there's nothing else we can do in here. I don't think we can get up to that ledge yet. Actually, I don't just think. I know we can't get up there. So let's continue. Oh hey, another Deku Shrub. Well, I beat your friend earlier pretty easily, and I beat you just as easily. I'll teach us something cool? Interesting. You have brothers? Order is 231. 23 is number 1. Okay. What you'll want to do is remember that code, but don't worry, it doesn't change ever. It'll be the same no matter what playthrough you're on, so just remember 231. Now this next part, I don't actually know why they put this in a game for children. Because they're essentially telling kids to get a slingshot and shoot people in the eye with it. Nintendo, you were very violent in the 90s, weren't you? Although I know this game really well. I don't know the other games all that well, like the Super Nintendo game, Link to the Past. So it's possible iSwitches were in those games as well. But regardless, Nintendo was still very violent, telling kids to get a slingshot and shoot people in the eye with it. Anyway, this puzzle, if you don't know how to solve it, it's actually pretty tough. What you want to do is swim over here and dive down. I don't think you should be able physically to press down that button just by diving, but apparently you can. And that will lower the water level, which will also lower the platform, letting you slide right underneath. Now this challenge is timed, but as you can see it's very generous, because if the platform's going the wrong way when you get there, the game's not just going to screw you over and say, oh sorry, we're not going to give you enough time to get over there. We kill another Skulltula. Hunt for some rupees and ammo that I don't think we needed. Navi, this is like the 4th time this episode that you've interrupted me. Just leave me alone, please! Anyone who's played the game before knows that Navi is a pain in the ass. I've learned to block her out whenever I can, but when she physically stops the game to get you to listen, there's not much you can do. Anyway, you want to push this block over, climb up, and that lets us reach this door. We have another Deku Baba. I know how to beat you. Well, at least I think I do. There we go. And a couple unlit torches and a lit one. I wonder what we have to do here. Yep, you guessed it. Light the torches. Whenever you see an unlit torch like that, look around for a lit one. It'll probably be there, and then you can light it and you'll get stuff. It'll either unlock a door, give you a chest with usually rupees in it, but there might be a special item. Why are there so many big Skulltulas? Now let's see. Yep, there they are. In my practice recording, I completely forgot about these guys and they kind of took me by surprise. They're enemies, but they'll stay up there as long as you don't go into this center circle here. They'll just stay up there forever. At least, I believe so. We're gonna light this wall here, but actually, we can't go there yet. We need the bombs, which we don't get until the 2nd dungeon, so we'll be back. Alright, let's try this again. And there we go. Well, bye-bye, Deku Stick. Alright, we could leave, but actually I'm going to show you these enemies first. So you come in here, and they drop down. I don't remember what they're called. If I talked to Navi, she would tell me, but I really can't be bothered, because I don't want to talk to Navi. There should be 3. Did the 3rd guy not drop down? Let's check that. Hello? Are you alright there? Let's see if I can shoot him. Well, no? You can't shoot him. You're gonna... There you go! I didn't want to leave you out of all the fun. There you go, now you can join your brothers in hell. Those guys are actually the offspring of the boss of this dungeon. I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. But the boss is actually kind of easy, so she probably will never spawn her children in the course of the fight. Unless I do really terribly, which, looking at how this recording has been going, is a possibility. We're just going to clear this platform here. Now, where we want to go is down this web, just like last time. But if you look, we can't, there's nowhere high enough that we can drop down. But remember, fire burns webs. Oh, what? Sorry about that. What we want to do is, come on, grab. There we go. These controls. What we want to do is get over to that torch and, well, use it to burn the web. But first, we have to make sure we can get back up, which is why we're pushing this block here. Hear that little doo-doo-doo-doo? That means you've solved the puzzle of the room. So we light our Deku stick, come back here, and light the web. Pretty simple. Let's just see if we can... Oh, no. No, I didn't want to fall down. Just want to take a look. You know, I think that's water. I think we'll be safe to jump down. But we're out of time, so I guess we'll find that out next time, whether or not I survive this long fall. So anyway, thanks for watching. This has been The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, and I'll see you guys next time.